What's up, Vintage Comics fans? It's Fens the Spook coming at you from the wee hours of the morning. I just wanted to get one more out there. This one will be quick, I promise. Not like the others that I said would be quick but weren't. This one will be quick. This is just a couple pickups I made from the Retr-O-Rama in Jacksonville, Florida. Probably one of the worst named cons I've ever been to, but it was surprisingly good. It was at a Ramada, two kind of wings of a conference room and stuff like that. A lot of toys, which really isn't my bag so much, but a couple dealers. Got a really good score of some Silver Age. I'll probably post a video about that here in not too long, but just wanted to do a quick one here. So I'll talk about this in just a second. What these are the kind of things I wanted to showcase. There's these 3 horror magazines I picked up. You may or may not recognize them. I'm trying to get them all in view here at some point. We'll go through them individually. They are published by Eerie Publications. And when I say Eerie, I don't mean, Warren Eerie. I don't mean, the ones that the Dark Horse is doing the archives of. Although the Eries from Warren are great. That was the title of the magazine, was Eerie. These are Eerie Publications. So these are actually, the company who puts these out is called Eerie. So it's easy to get confused. Not Eerie the title, Eerie the publication. This is something I'm really hot for at the moment. I go up and down with what I'm keen on and what I'm searching for at the moment. But these are kind of tops on my list right now. What the deal with these are, if you guys know your horror at all, you'll know what Eerie and Creepy are. They're the 1960s. Just horror magazines. They went they went magazine size to kind of dodge the comics code. There's been enough videos and talks done about the comics code. We probably don't need to go there. But anyway, it basically, brought the smack down on the comics industry, and they kind of ducked it by going magazine size. Well, honestly, the Eries and the Creepies, even though they have some of the best artists, Wrights, and they had Joe Orlando, they had Angelo Torres, just all kinds of cool guys drawing. Those stories were still kind of tame, honestly. Like, they're iconic, but they're very tame. These, however, these Eerie Publications are just like the bottom bin schlock, dude. These books, I could go off for a really long time. I said I was going to make this video short, so let me see if I can't wrap this up. These comics, or magazines, I mean, they are comics inside. I mean, you can just see it. Just look at the cover. This kind of will tell you everything you need to know. The ghoul, let me try to bring this up a little bit. The ghoul has bitten this chick's arm off. She's dead in his hands. I mean, this is really raunchy, gruesome stuff. You don't really even see stuff like this in modern comics on covers. I mean, it's not to say that modern comics are just, well, we'll go off on that another day. But yeah, this is just really schlock. What I mean by schlock is they basically ripped off other comics companies. These guys just reprinted a bunch of the stuff that had been banned from the comics code. They redrew it. Maybe even put new word balloons in, but it's the same. It's just stolen material from companies that got shut down. They have a really, really poor system. Like, sometimes you can see where someone will leave a piece of paper on a copier, so the interior page will have this like awkward piece of paper sticking over it, like someone copied it wrong, like copy errors, numbering errors. And so that's kind of what I wanted to point out here. So what we have here is Horror Tales. The number is on the inside, but this is actually Horror Tales number 8. I'll show you here in the Eerie Publications guide. And this is, you got to be a real weirdo to want this. There's nothing in here but literal just pages of indexes of these weird, super obscure magazines. These guys are hard to find because, again, they're the bottom bin trash, basically. So you can see here Horror Tales, which is what we got. I actually can't get a good view in this, so I'll just kind of clue you in on what's going on here. This is number 8 from August 1969. What I did want you to see here, though, notice, I doubt you can get in on all that, but notice it's the second listed issue is number 8, right? That's what I mean about these. There are no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just 7 and 8. Why? Who knows? The tables of contents in these things are often messed up. They'll tell you stories that aren't actually in the book, or the titles will be wrong, or the order will be wrong. They are literally as low quality as it gets, and yet the gore factor is just out of control. So we'll do a whole video on these one day anyway. So I picked these up at Retr-O-Rama, trying to wrap this up. These actually turned out to be some of the earliest Eerie Publication comics or magazines that I own. Not this one so much, Tales from the Tomb, kind of a cool one though. this one, this Witch's Tales, a very early Witch's Tales. Kind of a tame cover. I mean, I say tame even though the dude's eyes popping out, just because, you know, compared to... And we're back. Sorry about those technical difficulties there. Anyway, so what I was saying is these are some of the earliest in the Eerie line, 1969. For these titles, anyway. I mean, they probably had some earlier, but this is just real bottom barrel stuff, man. It just doesn't get any worse than this. They're kind of expensive. I don't remember exactly. $55. That's what I paid for these. And honestly, probably worth it. These can be anywhere from $20 to $40 a piece. These are all in really, really high shape or high grade shape. From magazines, which are, you know, magazines are easy to ruin. So pretty cool little pickup. Again, Retr-O-Rama in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't remember the dealer's name. If I come up with it, I'll put it in the description. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've been a little long in the tooth, so we'll see you later.